Hi everybody, it's Sarah. Are you ready for April? This forecast is for Cancer native, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of April 2022. This is, of course, my take on the astrology and the cards, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Today I'll be using the Ascended Master Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue to shed some light on your current situation, and also drawing a card from the Crystal Oracle deck for the best stone or crystal for you to work with in the month. Let me shuffle really quickly, and the first card is going to be what energy you're bringing forward from March into April. And the card is Follow Your Heart, St. Francis. So I think this is a powerful card in the fact that you already know what you should be doing because your heart has the answers, and it's trying to lead you into something that may not feel really practical, but your feelings are accurate and they are valid. And there are some times when we have to go with our heart and not with logic. Probably mid-March to late March, you've been thinking about making some big changes in your life. Some issues have come up and you're trying to decide what to do. Trust your heart and walk in faith that everything is going to be okay. You have to be true to yourself though. But once you are, the universe will ensure that your needs are met and will help you with your relationships as you make life changes. So this could be a frightening place to be, but in reality, you already know what to do. So trust your intuition and take action accordingly. So if you're feeling like the situation at work or in your current relationship isn't right and you know it's kind of going against you, this is the energy that you brought forward into April. So let's go ahead and shuffle, and the next card will be your biggest obstacle for the month. Oh, interesting. The card is Energy Healing Merlin. As an obstacle goes, I would say that you're probably neglecting your self-care, you're neglecting your health, and you're not doing anything spiritually or energetically for your well-being. And this happens, we get busy, and the first thing that we stop doing is we stop taking care of ourselves. So this is an issue especially for Cancer, who has a very nurturing personality. I mean, you're strong and tough, but you will take care of someone else and put their needs before your own. And because of that behavior, if you continue it, it could very easily turn into a major problem for you. So you have healing abilities that you can direct. You know that. So whether you've taken Reiki classes or some other healing modality, or whether you've just read some books and you know that it resonates with you and you have that ability, use it. Use it to clear the stuck energy in your home. Use it to clear the energy around the situation that's really worrying you right now. And know that this healing power is yours to use. It's not something you have to sacrifice for or anything like that. And if you wanted to, then you could go ahead and probably even make this a side hustle or a profession. I would advise you, if you have the time, to go ahead and take an energy healing class such as Reiki, Qigong, or pranic healing, or even healing touch. I do teach Reiki, of course, and you can learn it online, or I will be doing some live classes this year. So if that's something that appeals to you, then let me know in the comment section below. But really, this is about clearing your space, clearing your home, and making yourself a priority. Once you do, you'll see that the energy flows better and you feel better. So this is going to be an obstacle, and it's not a new one, but perhaps you can address it this month by avoiding places, actions, relationships that have toxic energy, and start taking care of yourself, and then watch everything just kind of fall into place. Okay, so let's look at your biggest asset for the month. The card is Listen. You can hear your divine guidance best by quieting yourself and listening. And you know this. You know that when you're in a loud environment with a lot of people and a lot of energy, that sometimes it just really drowns out your intuitive abilities, and it also makes it very difficult for you to stay in touch with your own energy. Take some time this month to get away from the television, turn off your phone, and just be. Don't try to make anything happen. Just sit in stillness, sit in quiet. I mean, if you can be outside, that would be great depending on the weather, but give yourself that time in quiet and just listen to what comes up. Your guides are trying to talk to you. The angels are there. Your ancestors are there. They're trying to make contact, but you need to give them the opportunity. I think that your heart too is trying to speak to you about the situation. This would be an excellent time too for you to go on a retreat, especially if it's a quiet retreat or something restorative and gentle. But make the most of this asset by checking in at the minimum once a week, and it would be great if you could do it daily. to carve out at least 20 minutes in quiet to get back in touch with your energy and listen for these messages. And I think this will be a great asset in moving forward this month and in knowing which decision to make. And the reason I say it like that is you're going to have some opportunities come up this month, Cancer, and they're going to be good. They're going to be good opportunities, but you're likely to be torn on which one to take because you can't take them both. Any intuitive abilities you have, any insight you have is going to be needed this month. Okay, so let me shuffle and we're going to draw the next card, which will be your home life. Find the blessings in your current situation, Krishna. Every situation offers an opportunity to grow and to learn, period. Even the ones we're not really happy with. When we open up to this energy, things change and we learn the lesson and then we're better for it. And then we're also free to move on. So where you're at, home-wise, is not bad. It's not, but it's not where you really want to be. You know you want to change, you want something else, but it hasn't come forward and it's kind of making you antsy. Recognize the blessing in the current situation of where you are at home. It may not be perfect, but it is taking care of your most basic needs. And you don't have to stay there forever. This is only a momentary thing before you move on to your more ideal home situation. And also look at the bigger picture. What could you do to change your home situation for the better? Start by clearing out clutter and getting rid of anything that's really not useful or not making you happy. And you are advised to take a step back and instead of worrying over what's going to happen next, be thankful for what you have, show appreciation and gratitude, and then you'll get through this lesson and you'll see that once you're in the flow, it's going to be easier to manifest your ideal situation. Do a declaration to the universe that you know you're going to be well, you know you're going to be fine, and that things are going to work out. The situation is actually resolving in its perfect way in the perfect time, although it just may not feel like it. But the power of gratitude around the situation of your home life will definitely help everything flow better. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and we're going to draw the next card, which will be your wealth forecast. Oh, nice. Now this is a perfect card in the perfect placement. Flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. So this is a really good card because she is a Hindu goddess of prosperity who helps us overcome financial fears and taps into the river of abundance. We have a money card showing up in your wealth forecast, so that's a really good indication that your money situation is going to shift this month. You've been telling the universe you need some extra cash, you need some extra abundance coming in, and you need it now. Well, the universe has heard and it has answered. So if it hasn't come in yet, it will very soon. You can hurry this process along by tapping into your own manifestation powers by focusing on the abundance instead of the lack or instead of worrying about money. Because what we focus on, we manifest. So you have nothing to fear. A new flow of prosperity is supporting you and your loved ones. Money is coming. So everything's going to be okay, especially with respect to finances. You have the opportunity to move forward rapidly this month and to make huge financial gains. Tap into the support of the universe, tap into that flow, and be ready to accept it. Don't second guess it, and don't try and figure out where it's coming from. Just be open to receive it. Yeah, and I think your money situation is definitely going to look up in April. Let me shuffle, and I'm going to draw 2 cards for your romantic sector. Priorities, King Solomon, and Let It Go, Kuan Yin. For partnered or committed Cancer natives, are you putting enough emphasis on your relationship? Are you taking it serious? Is it a big priority for you? Or are you just kind of letting it run on autopilot? And I get this, especially if you've been together for a while. The honeymoon is over, so to speak. And so, you may just be living your life and your partner's living their life. But it's time to check back in with the relationship and maybe revamp your schedule so that you can devote time to each other. Make it an effort to meet up at least weekly for some alone time. Make an effort to be there, to listen to your partner, and go past the just general stuff about maybe talking about bills or kids or, things like that. I think the relationship is for the most part steady. That's not an issue. But now, especially with this little bit of pressure about money, you have a lot on your plate. So look at what's important to you. Your family's important. So make them feel important to you by spending time with them. partnered Cancer natives that are struggling to keep a relationship together, I would say this is the time to let it go. No good is going to come from it. You nursing it along, it's going to be what it is. And unfortunately, that's all it's going to be. So if the relationship is not working, let it go. For single Cancer natives, you're thinking about dating now like never before because you're feeling better. And now with this money coming in too, you're feeling like you can take off the weekend. You don't have to work all the time. You don't have to maybe pick up a second job or worry about spending as much. So you're ready to go out, you're ready to date, and you're making it a priority in your life. And that is good because someone soon will be entering the picture. And they could appear as soon as the beginning of April. And this promises to be a very lucky year for you where you will have many opportunities for romance. So if you make yourself available for this opportunity, chances are really good that you're going to feel an instant attraction to someone new. But you may not act on it for several months. It may just be one of those things of this is someone who is now in your orbit, who you know you're drawn to, but you're going to take your time and get to know them. And I think that would probably be the best move. And you're in a much better situation now to date than you were even 3 months ago. You've done a lot of work on your own healing. You've done a lot of work on cutting out the toxins in your life. This is the time to move forward. And even if it's just a baby step of going out with friends or meeting up somewhere or going to a museum or going someplace that you've wanted to go for some time, then don't hesitate, go for it. Because you never know who you're going to run into. Be open to the possibilities of romance. And I think that yes, very soon someone will be in your life. Okay, so looks pretty good for Cancer natives in that department. So let me shuffle, and the next card will be where you're likely to be at the end of April if you stay on your current path. And the card is Fertility Pan. We got a lot of F cards, didn't we? Which is interesting because I did shuffle the deck, so interesting. Pan is an ancient Greek deity of nature, mirth, music, and fertility. And when this card comes up, people generally have a reaction because fertility for most people means children. And it could very well mean this is the time to conceive a child or adopt a child. But it could also mean this is the time also to start that new hustle, breathe life into that artistic project that you've been mulling over and things like that. All the doors are basically open for you right now. Your mind is fertile with many wonderful new ideas, and abundance easily flows to you when you're in this flow. So this is a great place to be. And since everything is still in the beginning stages, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to come forward. But you're going to definitely be there by the end of April, where you're going to start seeing a little bit of the Midas touch, where everything turns to gold around you. There's good news about basically everything. Good news about your wealth, good news about your relationships, good news about your general health. This is a time when things flow. They just seem to click into place and you move forward almost effortlessly. So if you're worrying right now or you're feeling guilty about something, let it go. Just let it go and enjoy yourself, because things are definitely going to be flipping for the better. And now is, of course, the best time. The end of April will be a wonderful time to start a new project. And be sure and do it before we start the next round of Mercury retrograde too. So overall, this has been a really good reading. It started out kind of iffy, I gotta admit, but it really picked up, and it looks like it's going to be a really good time for you, Cancer. And let's admit it, you're due some good luck. You're due some good opportunities. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and we're going to draw the next card, which will be the best stone for you to work with. Oh, nice. Aquamarine. This is a nice stone. It's a stone of courage. It has really calming energy that helps us reduce stress, quiet our mind, and find our perfect balance. And then from there, we can be courageous. And I think you're going to need it this month just because you're going to have these opportunities. You're going to have things coming forward for you, but you're still going to have to reach out there and grab them. This stone has an affinity with sensitive people, empaths, or anyone who is struggling with maybe not feeling quite ready to move forward, assisting us in ignoring or overlooking other people's negativity so that we can move forward. This is a good stone to use also if you're feeling overwhelmed at work or with responsibilities. I would advise you to wear it, meditate with it, even sleep with a piece under your pillow. And it's somewhat easy to find. It's a little pricey depending on the quality, but even just a simple raw piece of aquamarine aquamarine will definitely give you that boost of energy that you need to fly through April. This is going to be a good month for you. You're in the flow of money, you're in the flow of creativity, your relationships are okay. I mean, you just need to make room, single Cancers, for relationships in your life and be open to it. And for partnered ones, be sure that your family knows how important they are to you. So Cancer, keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did and you would like to know more, you can email me, and you can also visit this channel every weekend for the rest of March. I will be doing live readings and I can answer questions if you have any there. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, becoming patrons, and joining the community. I really appreciate it, and that's what makes this possible. I'll speak to you soon. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.